Really? Why you gotta steal stuff? He stole my beer! Wait. He stole all my beer! You serious? The one thing, he stole the one thing that I needed. What a butthole. What's up, YouTube? It's Panda, back with another episode of ARK Survival Ascended. So, my get-up is a little weird, and I'm gonna explain that in a second. But first I wanted to kind of show, hi Shadow. First I kind of wanted to show a little bit. We added some billboards to kind of show the tames that we wanted to do. And this is everything that we're going to bring into the boss fight. And obviously the stuff with checks are stuff that we already have. So, you know, the aloe we have, the baryonyx, carno, dire bear, iguanodon, gigantopithecus, the spino, raptor, megatherium, mammoth, and that's what we have so far. So the allosaurus is Shadow's chomper, the baryonyx is courage, carno is the one we got most recently, which is double tap, dire bear, that's going to be Shadow's wobbles. Wobbles is around here somewhere. The iguanodon is Shadow's Kevin, the gigantopithecus is going to be my whatever is my forever. This video takes forever. It did take forever. The mammoth is going to be Manuel. The megatherium will be Merle. And if you haven't seen the cave video, which should be out by the time you guys see this, Merle, I understood like he was going to have an insect killer buff. Oh my god, that was insane. Loud. So Merle the Megatherium, our raptor, is either going to be Peter Pan or Wendy. That was also the tame that I did with Double Tap, the Carno, and they're both 150s. So
whatever you said about me, it's a lie.
Facts. So either one of the raptors will be fine. Zigzag the Spino will also be joining, and that's what we have so far. So if you've noticed, I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but today I've been scouting around trying to find things that are still on our list to tame. So everything you see here, this is what we're bringing into the boss fight. So if you don't see a dino on here that you're like, man, I would have really liked to see them take this into the boss fight, don't worry. We're going to have more seasons and, you know, dinos, and you guys can make requests of what you want to see into boss fights, but this is what we want to bring. So, you know, if there's something that you guys want to see, unfortunately, we're at the point right now where we're not really taking any requests, but for future seasons, 100%. If you guys want something that we don't have listed here, and it could be a dung beetle, I don't care. Like, you know, we're doing this for fun. This is just a group that we wanted to bring. Obviously, are there going to be, you know, better ways? Do you just send it full of Rexes? Sure, but that's no fun, and we want to have fun. So this is what we have. What I'm going to day is this thing, the Dinotherium. So I don't know if I'm going to need more ghillie suit, less ghillie suit. I don't know if I'm going to need bug repellent. I'm assuming no, because that doesn't really make any sense to me. But we do have beer. So I kind of wanted to show a little bit before we send off on gameplay, because I do know where the Dinotherium is, and hopefully he's still there. This is all the stuff that's been going on. So, you know, we have our industrial cooker. We were making some dyes for the billboards, got our forge cooking. We've already have, oh, Shadow's got a crazy amount in there. And here's all of our barrels. I don't know what we do with this beer liquid. I think it's just because I haven't put jars in there, like these kind of jars, and it's just kind of extra. But all these were full, and we have a bunch more beer in our fridge as well. So plenty of stuff to do, stuff and things. But yeah, so that's the plan. I'm gonna go get a Dinotherium. I have no idea how I'm supposed to tame this thing, what I'm supposed to do. I'm just gonna leave the egg there because we have plenty of RG eggs for kibble. But yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna need. I don't know if I'm gonna need more ghillie suit. I'm assuming maybe that's the case. I don't really know. But this first little inlet here, it was pretty much right before the swamp picks up. So I'm gonna hope that he's still there. Raptor going after stuff. I'm gonna hope he's still there. He was up on a mountain edge. So, hopefully he doesn't feel like jumping off into the water, because that doesn't sound like fun to try to tame him down there. Hopefully it's not super awful and terrible, and it's gonna be easy by myself. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it won't be that bad, though. I'm assuming you just it's a passive tame, right? So I'm assuming it's just gonna want beer in its butthole, and that's where it gets, like, really drunk and forgets that, like, it's a evil, awful, horrible thing, and then just wants to be my friend because, you know, beer does things to people. Lower the inhibitions is what we're gonna do. He's gonna consent. That sounds weird. We're gonna make him say yes. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to the dino therium thingy, and then hopefully he's over there, and try to get him tamed up. We're gonna figure it out. I want to get one tamed because we're currently 0 for 2 on those things. They have claimed 2 of our dinos. They killed Bulldozer in our very first collab, and a little bit ago, sort of kind of a little bit ago, they killed Pringles. So, you know, we need to get a little redemption going on for these dinos. So I'll come back. Well, I'll bring you guys back when I get to the dino. Really? Why you gotta steal stuff? And he stole my beer! Wait. He stole all my beer! You serious? The one thing, he stole the one thing that I needed. What a butthole. Oh my god, hatred. Seriously? Okay. Well, back to base we go for the one. He could have stolen anything. I would have. Oh. I'm fine. It's fine. We're fine. There's more beer. I'm gonna fly back and he's gonna steal it again. I'm actually. Whatever. Okay. Back to base we go. Gonna go insane. Started playing for like 5 minutes. I already want to like ram my head into a wall. I guess that's what I get for landing next to an ichthy. He just knew. He's like, I know what he's trying to do. Or he just wants to get drunk. Hey, more power to him. All right, we're gonna avoid that guy because apparently he's an alcoholic. Oh god, there's one over there. They all have drinking problems. I think we're fine. If anybody's bothered by how low I fly to the water, sometimes I just kind of like hearing the splish splash noises. Splish splash splish. I don't know, it's soothing after everything I go through in this game. Alright, I think the dino therium should be on this mountain right there. So I'm going to land here for a second. Get up a little bit of stamina. I probably have enough to fly over there, but I want to have enough to like fly away if, you know, if it needs to be a thing. But he was, I think, right there if I remember, and he was like a 135, 140, or 145, I think, or 140. Yeah, there he is. Okay. Let's try to fly on the opposite side. Now, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know. Well. So he's very sniffy. Can I fly here? I have no idea what's happening. Okay, we're gonna do this. This is like the most sketchy. Getting two. Oh my god. Getting two gameplay is gonna be hard. But I feel like getting to him is also gonna be like. Uh-oh. Well. So maybe you just gotta come from behind him? I just don't know how we're gonna get him off this. Can you follow me? Follow? Well, this is gonna be awkward. I don't know how we fix this because it looks like he's stuck. Are you stuck? Oh, there we go. Wait. Yeah? You fixed it? Are you fixed? Hello? Sir? Come on. I'd prefer it if you go into the water, and then we can... Yeah. And then we can get you over here. Oh, no way. Is that like a thing that they do? They keep their nose up? Dude, that's so cool. All right. So let's get him over here. Because I'd rather do it on land. Just gotta get his attention again. Hello. Ow. Come on, this way. Mister. Mister! I really don't want to tame you in the water. You come here. Come here? I said. There you go. This way. This way, please? Do I just... I wonder if I just go in the water? Alright, I'm not... Okay. I don't know what his issue is. I don't really think he's stuck. I don't... I don't feel safe in here either. Uh-oh. Oh god! Uh-oh. Oh god! Run! Oh god! Please! Get up out of the water! Ah! Ow! Oh, I want to know what I... Up, gameplay up! Okay. Alright. So... That hurt a lot. That was fun. That was a good time. Well... Okay. So... Uh-oh. Is he still angry? No? Alright, so what if we... run over here... Uh-oh. Do I need, like, a bug repellent? How does this work? Uh-oh. I'm sorry! I'm assuming it's bug repellent. Potentially. And a ghillie suit, maybe? Alright. Let me try to figure this out. Because I do really want to tame this guy. So let me do some deep dive digging and then I'll be right back. Okay, so apparently all I need to do is go up to it and it needs to do stuff to me. It needs to flap its ears. Okay. Okay, I think we're safe. And then it'll take the beer. Okay. I didn't like that. So... No, I drank the alcohol! Oh, God. I'm used to having my food in the other spot. Okay. Is this gonna make me go to sleep? No. Okay. How long does this last? I'm buzzed. Okay. So, all right. It needs to do 3 positive animations, and then I can walk under its head and it'll take the beer. I can't see anything, so I guess we're gonna wait until I'm not drunk anymore, because apparently Panda's an alcoholic. Apparently drunk loses your stam too. Interesting. Alright, so I think I did it wrong. So I don't know if it... I didn't see the wiggle or the nose swing, I guess. Because it's got to do a nose swingy thing and then the ear flap and a head shake. But I think it has to do the... There, so we'll just stand here. Kind of approach it. Alright. Alright. So we want... I think that's the... And now we want the ear wiggle. Okay. So I think we're okay now? No? Alright. Maybe I'm still not... Alright, let me look at the guide again. I must be doing something wrong. Alright, hold on. Alright. I think I'm doing... I might be doing it too quick. I think. Come on, Mr. Elephant Man. I feel like it noticed, but... Because I don't know if I'm looking at the nose swing in the right way. So we want a big nose swing. So that's the ear wiggle, but it hasn't done the other 2. Ear wiggle, but we still need the other 2. So there's that. Now we need a head shake. Now we need an ear wiggle. So that head shake, but we need an ear wiggle still, I think. Okay. So now I think we're good. Right? Or not? I'm doing something wrong. I might, Alright, hold on. Give me a second. Alright, I was thinking about trying to get Shadow over here, but apparently he's busy doing something. So I'm wondering if I'm not... I wonder if I have to go quicker to it. Alright. So we need a trunk swing. So there's a trunk swing. Head wiggle. But we need ear wiggle. So... Come on. Ear wiggle. So maybe that's okay? We just gotta go look at the trunk? Okay, cool. Sweet. So I think maybe I wasn't looking up at the trunk. So now I'm gonna wait a little bit. I don't know how long I have to wait in between. Okay. I accidentally had the guide playing in the background, so I don't know how much of that I accidentally had to skip. But I fed it a beer. My bad. I wish I could have shown that. I promise I'll get the next one. So basically, what I think I failed to do, unless I can just cut out the... I think I might just cut out the audio because it's 2 separate things. So I should be fine. Because the power of editing! I think the power of editing, I might be able to fix it. But I think I wasn't looking up just to finish that thought, because otherwise it'd be really weird. And apparently it has some kind of aura around it that if it has some kind of like thing, then it's bad to approach. So I think right now we're fine. So we're looking for the trunk swing, which is right there. Now we need a head wiggle. Cool. Then you need an ear wiggle, and right after the ear wiggle, almost looked like it did the ear wiggle there, but I'm gonna wait. So trunk swing, head wiggle. Come on, the ear flap, or ear flap, I guess. I want the ear flap. There. Come on. Where's the ear flap? Come on, ear flap. So just don't... There we go. Okay, so now we look up. Right? Nope. Alright, was not happy. I thought we did it right. Uh-oh. Ow. Ow. Ow again. Okay, I hear you. I hear you! I wonder... I'm not entirely sure what I did wrong that time. Because I looked up, unless I approached it too quickly? Okay, we're so close. We need the red. Okay, the red's away. So now we'll approach it again. Because it might be okay this time. Alright. So we want a trunk swing. Head wiggle. Now we want the ear flap. There, okay. So now we look up. Look up. No? This is really hard. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Ow. Ow. I understand you're angry. Okay. We're gonna get this. I must be doing something wrong. You guys say in the comments, like, am I going too quick? Or... I think that's gotta be some of the case, is I'm just going too quick, I guess? What's up, guys? I just wanted to kind of show you, what I learned through going here. And I think I'm gonna make this a short, potentially, but I just kind of wanted to go over what I believe is what actually works to get the Dinotherium tamed. So I'm sure a lot of people know, like, there's a lot of people that actually know how to tame it and what they're supposed to be looking for. So you can skip this. I'm probably going to try to do a timestamp if you already know how to do this. For anybody that doesn't know how to do this and they're struggling like how I did, continue watching, because I'm going to try to tell you, you know, what I learned and how it is. So when I was walking through the guide, it basically wants, it said 3 positive affirmation type move, or 3 positive animations that lets you know that it's ready to take the beer. So basically what you're looking for is one big head wiggle. So that's all of this. That's all one animation. Then it does a side-to-side nose thing. That is the second animation. And I don't think it matters if the ear wiggle is last or not. It just has to do all 3. So this is the ear wiggle. Once it does all 3 of those, then you're okay to approach it. So I'll just play them all again. So it's one big head, side to side, and the ear wiggle. So once you have all 3 of those, you should be able to approach it and feed it the beer. The only thing that I haven't, I guess, confirmed for sure is if the ear wiggle has to be last. So that I don't know. But this is what I noticed when I was playing, that it did all 3. It did all 3 of them, then I could approach it. So hopefully that helped. I just kind of wanted to show you guys. I didn't want to kind of leave it in the dark because throughout the whole taming process for this, I truly didn't know what was actually working and what did work and what didn't work. But when I had a first successful time that it took the beer, which I guess I can go back, you guys will see kind of like behind the scenes, all the stuff. Where I think I'm somewhere, yeah, right here-ish. So it's right here. So once I finally did the ear wiggle, I approached it and it took the beer. So there you go. So it took the beer, started taming after it did all three. So I'd play through, I mean, you know, this was the whole full clip. So the trunk swing, then it did the side to side, unless I skipped it. Yeah, side to side. Then it did the ear wiggle here, and then I walked up. So that's all. I just wanted to show you for anybody that doesn't know how to tame it or struggling with taming it, and why, like, for so many things that they thought they were doing right and it still didn't work. That's what it is, as far as I'm aware. So at least that's what it did when it finally took my first one. And yeah, so that's all. That's all I just wanted to show you. So back to the video. Maybe I have to wait, because it says 3 in a row. So it's the swing from the, whatever, right? The swing from the nose, like the trunk swing, the head wiggle, and then the ear flap. And then it says after it does all three, you're cool to approach it. And then you look up. I don't know! This is so difficult! Alright. Hopefully, well, that's not the greatest spot for it to be in. So let's see what we can get here. So there's the ear wiggle, which we need the ear wiggle last, I think. So trunk swing, cool. Head wiggle, and then we want an ear flap. Ear flap, right? So then we're cool to approach it? No? So does that mean it's angry then? Maybe we'll just run away. I felt like that's what it did last time though, right? So we'll just give it some space. Maybe it'll move forward away from the rock. There we go. And now I'll go up. Okay. So again. I don't know what all that was, but its nose is kind of weird. It's doing some kind of weird thing. Do the stuff! So I feel like that's the nose. Head wiggle. I'll do Flappy Bird. Unless it didn't technically do them all in a row? Well, I felt like it did. Because that's the ear, right? So I should be able to go up. And... Why don't you love me? You, sir, are just the most, like... Oh my god. You're the most obnoxious thing to tame!
2,000 years later. Maybe?
Nope. Nope. No, see, now it's angry. No? We're gonna get it. I just don't know what I truly don't know what I'm doing wrong. So, are you cool now? No. This is actually kind of frustrating. Alright, so that was another thing that I saw is like its ears have to be like out, so it has to do like a flappy, happy ear and they stay out. And then it has to do all three animations with its ears out. Okay, so let's try this again. That might be what I've been doing wrong. So let's see, let's approach it again. We're gonna get it. All right. So its ears are out. but now I think it needs to do all the animations. So there's an ear flap. That, and a head wiggle. There we go. So now I think we're good. Yay! That took forever! What are we gonna name you? We're gonna name you... I don't know. Nobody cares. What do we name it? I kind of want to name it like Alcoholics Anonymous, you know, because it's drunk. Or how about like... we're gonna call him Drunky. I don't know. But we tamed it! That took way too long! And I don't have the saddle for it. Let's bring you... Can you come follow me for a second? Because I know there's a Spino over there. I think he'll be, like, he'd be fine. But we're gonna leave him right there. We're gonna go get the saddle, come back, and then I'm gonna run it all the way to base. I don't want to take it with gameplay just because I don't want to. Apparently gameplay is hungry, so I'm gonna go kill some stuff. But let me go get the saddle. I did make one. I did make a saddle. I just haven't, I didn't bring it with me. And I don't know why. Actually, yeah, I didn't bring it with me and I don't know why. So I'm gonna go grab the saddle. I'm gonna put on him. Then we're gonna run Drunky all the way back. And yeah. He's gonna be our best friend forever. So I think what I was doing wrong... That being said, okay, I'm gonna go grab the saddle, then I'm gonna walk Drunky all the way back. And I'll meet you guys when I'm going back with the saddle. Unless I see anything that is super crazy and awesome and cool that looks like it needs to be tamed, then yeah, that'll be it. So I'll bring you guys back when we're riding Drunky. There's a 140 Ceratosaurus. Apparently you gotta do some like crazy stuff for some of these dinos. Like those, you like have to get it drunk. And then the I don't even know what you have to do for the Dinosuchus. Oh, he's killing a little baby Dodic. But yeah, it'll be fun. And then the Gigantoraptor, you have to like pretend to be its child or something. Or like murder its eggs, children things. I don't know. Alrighty, back at base, let's go. I'm gonna dump my broken stuff in here. Let's see if we can't get a bunch of this on fix. No? There we go. Okay. And then here's the Dinotherium stuff. We'll take this. And we'll take that. Bang. Bang. I said bang. And then bang. Alright, let's... Hey look, a shadow! Alright, let's go back and we'll get a saddle on... I'm tempted to run all the way there, but I'm not going to. I'll just have gameplay follow Drunky, and we'll walk them all back, try to kill stuff, get them some levels, and then we'll kind of see where we're at with that. I do kind of want to, I want to show you guys something else that I've been messing around with, and cool, it's not in my inventory. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. I've kind of talked about getting the, like, some DLC, and we're not entirely sure, like, how much DLC we want to get, and stuff like that. Just because it's what we want to do, like, our intentions with this channel, just to kind of, you know, talk about certain things as I fly around, is... we really want to keep things as vanilla as possible. And that's not saying that we'll never get DLC or we won't do certain things, but, you know, one of the... before we really started recording for ARK, we had a lot of ideas on what we wanted to play and what we wanted to record. And a game that I play a lot outside of ARK is also Rust. I'm also a huge Rust nerd. So that was one of the games where it's like, well, you know, when I watch Rust videos, you know, all the people that play, it's none of, I never watch anything that's super modded or modded really at all. I love the vanilla Rust stuff. And to me, that's no different than playing ARK. Is like, if I'm playing ARK or watching ARK, I don't want this overly modded, overly, you know, game, I feel like that's just me. So we want to keep everything as vanilla as possible. And we're going to try to do things in a way that keeps that pace and feel vanilla, because we feel like that's kind of what everybody else would kind of like to enjoy. And our goal too is, and you know, maybe we bring it up, or maybe Shadow probably doesn't bring it up, maybe I bring it up too much, is, you know, some people making the comment that it's like a Slipgator-ish style, you know, feel, and that is exactly why I don't want a level 20. I don't know what he's fighting. It's just a 60 raptor and he's getting absolutely his butt handed to him. But it's just, you know, people I think really kind of like I don't know about related, but people really liked that style, and it wasn't this overly, you know, over the top game that, you know, whatever. So that's kind of our thing. If we do things in a certain way, it's not because, you know, we're not up to any kind of critique, because we are. You know, there's a lot of comments that we read. Trust me, we read obviously every comment. It's not like we have a crazy bunch anyways, but we read all the comments and we do take all of the suggestions 100% seriously. I mean, the main reason why we had ARK in the first place is because there was a recommendation of playing ASA instead of ASE, and we were like, you know what? We never played ASA before. There's a lot of stuff that's changed. You know, we've always heard bad things about it when it first came out, where it's like, oh, well, it's unplayable, you can't blah, blah, blah. And so far, it's been great. And, you know, any kind of tames or any kind of whatever, like the form of editing that we do, or like, hey, we don't really like if you guys don't like the building videos, okay, we won't do as many building videos. I don't like the taming. What is that? Is that like the passive or something? Oh, it's like a cooldown stomp thing? That's weird. But yeah, so we do take all of the suggestions. Why do his legs look so weird? We do take all of the suggestions seriously. We do read everything. Just know that we at the end of the day, did I just murder something by walking? At the end of the day, we want to play the game, you know, how we want to play the game, and we hope that a lot of people can, you know, kind of relate more to how we want to play it and in more vanilla. And yeah, so anywho, that being said, there is some DLC that I got. I'm not going to say what it is until I get there. That is crazy. He does a lot of damage just by walking. But yeah, so I'll show you guys when we get back to base, but I'm going to try killing some stuff too, because that sounds kind of fun. His stam does not go down either. Like, this dude, I feel like I could just murder stuff by walking into it. Let's walk into this parasaur. Oh my god! Just by walking? This thing's insane! I did so much damage. Now, here's a question though. There was a 130 Spino, and no, I don't plan on fighting the 130 Spino, but something like of equal size, like, I guess if I find a trike, like, will it do that much damage walking into a trike? There's no way, right? Like, there's no way that I just, like, bust out, like, 30s for damage just in a trike. I mean, I did it to a parasaur, and parasaurs are kind of big. There's a theory over there. Let's go see. That's kind of big, right? Like, trikey size? Bigger than a trike? Let's go walk into that thing. I'm not super worried about, you know. Oh my god! Holy. I mean, it's not like the fastest thing. Oh, I can stun it. Huh. Alright. I mean, he's not like... I don't know. It's really insane the amount of damage that he can do literally just walking. Like, I pummeled that thing literally just pressing W. His attack seems kind of slow, so I'm not really sure how his attack goes, and maybe that's just like the nature of the Dinotherium, but I'm not complaining, especially since his stam lasts forever. Like, I could probably... Oh, so I can't do it to a turtle. Weird. I think that's just like the... Maybe I like glitched over the turtle and it didn't. The thing's super tall too, so I mean, it's kind of insane. All right, let's go to this trike. I don't remember if I ran into a trike or not. I don't think I have. Let's go run into this trike. Oh no, that's just dodo. Did it not do it to the trike? His turning radius isn't great. No? Okay, so he doesn't do it to a trike. So let's check out this, like, attack. No, he's still... What is happening? He, like, launches himself. That's interesting. So he can, like... Almost seem like he can turn on a dime. Holy. Okay. It's actually pretty powerful. This guy's like pretty crazy powerful. All right. Anywho, we're gonna walk back to base. If I find anything cool to kill, I'll bring you guys back. But we'll get this back to base and show Shadow our new drunkie, our Drunkosaurus Rex. A tiny little piranha. 2 piranhas. I mean, if 2, like I get, I guess. You're really struggling getting up there. There you go, Chief. Mad respect to the piranhas going after this thing. I feel like if you're that little of a dude going after it, be like, that's some... You got some things on you. Hello, Mr. Turtle. Or Mrs. Turtle, whatever you are. Maybe he'll be nice and open up the gate. Knock, knock.
Hello there.
Hello. This was probably the most struggling thing to tame I've ever tamed.
It's a giant elephant. Oh my god.
It's pretty cool.
He's so massive.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Woo! Does he get berries and stuff? Does get berries and stuff. Do you also get like the thatch and trees and everything great and awesome? I mean, not bad. All right. Well, that was awful and terrible, and I don't think I'm ever gonna do it again. Woo! Because that was, I like I said, I think I got it down on what I needed to be doing, sort of, but it's not the eyes of death. These are the death mammoths. They are really cool, I'm not gonna lie, and it is massive. Thing's just absolutely massive. But yeah, would I do it again? 10 out of 10? Heck no. Does he have a cloaca? Some have a butthole. Oh, he might have a butthole. He might. I don't see a butthole though. Nope. Some dinos do. Some dinos have buttholes. He does not. How he poops? I don't know. Unless like that's the little poo. No. No poo. All right. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching.
Oh, and before I forget, there was one thing that I was messing with, and that, let's see if I can, so I got Bob's Tall Tales. So the one thing that I did is I actually crafted the Zeppelin. I crafted some of the railroad tracks. I'm not entirely sure what I did with the railroad tracks, but I know they're around here somewhere. Yeah, there they are. So I was gonna play with that stuff. Crouch for no reason. I'm gonna play with that stuff at some point, but I'm gonna make a video like just solely focusing on the Bob's Tall Tale stuff, maybe the Zeppelin. I did do a little dabbling in the Zeppelin already, and I have to say, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the Zeppelin. The idea behind it's really cool, but it's really slow. But yeah, so that's it. There's Drunkie. I had to record this part a little after because I kinda made the outro a little longer. I talked now when I was editing, and I was like, I don't really like it. So I just kind of wanted to, kind of make it a little shorter. Hopefully you guys like the video. Please like and subscribe as you see fit. That was a lot of fun. That thing took forever, was a super pain in the butt to tame, but we got it. Finally, that thing claimed too many lives. Well, not him specifically, but the dino itself claimed way too many lives, so it's about time that we got our revenge on it. Right, sir? But, yeah. So, that's it. That's the video. Thanks for watching. Until I see you next time. Peace.